Welcome back to Weather Oki and welcome to another forecast. Today is Sunday, the 19th of January. Today we are going to be looking at, again, what's to come. Just some more of this outlook as it keeps growing in this snow forecast to come. Just starting off today, if you look at this cloud coverage, quite a bit of rain to come. Already, you can see through the clouds. Just look at this downdraft of winds coming through, going through Oklahoma right now, Arkansas, and just making its way out. Quite a bit of convection in Florida that could bring some storms as we look at this now. Now, as for storms into today and tomorrow, we can see quite a bit of winter precipitation going on in the east right now that will bring some heavy snow, some ice, even some bit of dusting in some areas. Parts of Florida and Georgia do have quite a bit of freeze watches, and even parts of Texas and Alabama, and parts of Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, even parts of San Antonio, all in parts of Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, all getting these early watches in preparation for these snow coming. Mississippi, Arkansas, and parts of southern Texas and eastern Texas, all getting these winter storm watches, advisories, and just freeze watches, just preparing for these storms to come. This is the day 2 outlook, about to be the day 1 outlook. Parts of Florida, all inside of a thunderstorm and marginal risk. The dark green will be the marginal. And with that marginal, we do have a small chance of tornadoes going into tomorrow. About a 2% right here. And that's really all we are expecting besides the wind factor that will be moving through as well. The Arctic blast has started to take effect again in the United States, going through in these parts of Washington, parts of Idaho, and even other parts going more south through Oklahoma and just making its way back up to the north, bringing the snowfall in these areas. This outlook will show about how much we will be above and below average in temperatures as we move forward. Right now in the United States, we can see quite a bit of more cold than warm. Some parts of Washington and a bit of really just most of the West is mainly in the warm besides some parts of southern Florida. And just moving forward with that, it just gets more strong. And this is bringing about minus 32 degrees in parts of Wisconsin right now. And there was a little bit of a heat wave going on through here. Some parts seeing 20, 30, some parts even seeing about 20, 19 in Washington, getting more above average, and soon to be overwhelmed once again. But as of the 27th, we see a little bit of a weird system coming through the United States, more warm and more warm over here, as we have this little bit of divot of cold air. And as we move forward with this, the cold does continue to push on through that area that I was showing the other day about where the storms could develop. And really just going forward with that, it does look like quite a bit of a heat wave to come right after that. And this could be one of the strongest heat waves of February that we could get. As for temperatures, we're going to kind of go fast with this since there's not much to talk about that's any different than what we've been talking about. But starting off with today, just a lot of cold in the United States, just really negative temperatures in the north, southern temperatures getting about the same, about 50s. Around the 23rd of January, we are seeing a bit more of heat going through the United States, a bit of a heat wave coming through in Texas, getting some 70s, even the 80s. And of course, wind chills will be a factor. Just going through plenty of wind chill around. Some states getting really low. Some parts getting negative 50, but really just moving forward, it's just going to be about the same as it's always been. A little bit cold, a little bit warm. This is a bit of a precipitation outlook that we have. Just going forward with our day, you can see a little bit of storms picking up. Now on the 21st is our expected snowfall in the south. We see snow on the northern side of Texas as well, mainly just frozen rain and sleet going through in the southern parts of Texas near the ocean, some storms in the ocean, and some other storms in Florida. And moving forward with that, we can see quite a bit of that snow just continuing on just a little bit. in this half above the line created. And just continuing on with that, really, the 22nd, just more storms to Florida, and just a little bit of precipitation here in the north, but nothing much. So, as we move forward, though, we see a little bit of this storm coming back, creating more problems in the east now. Our little heat wave comes through, low pressure system. Now, this is supposedly supposed to be one of the bigger storms. Number one, we have Colorado getting hit by a storm. And then number two, we do have Illinois, Indiana, Ohio all getting hit by some storms. And really, that's it for the rest. Just another storm to come through. North, east, snow. And just more in Missouri, getting some more snow. And continuing on with that, it just keeps going on. I think the main factors will be for the snow. Northeast continuing getting more of that snow that you guys are getting. Some other parts of the country that will get quite a bit of snow will be this part of Texas and Louisiana. And finally, just a little bit in this area of Missouri, Indiana, Colorado. Also getting this, and of course, it's a little bit of Ohio. But really, that's it for this outlook. Now, this is the amount of snowfall that could fall. Of course, this is not going to be accurate because the snowfall will melt. This is just depending if and how much snow will fall and just how much will stick. The 22nd outlook, about how much we can expect. But here, just parts getting pretty high, 16 inches in West Virginia, pretty good. And then, of course, in southern states, getting quite a bit of snow as well. And I do think this one will melt pretty quick, but in this outlook, it does show about averaging 3 to 10 inches of snow in these areas. And just moving forward, just keeps going, going. But really, that's all I have for y'all today. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, make sure to share this to others who are in the areas. Make sure to continue to just follow along with this journey. Just keep going. Make sure I'll get y'all the updates. So I'll see y'all next time. Thank you.